In Chapter 3, we hear about Władyk's time in the Polish army fighting the Germans. Poland didn't last very long against Hitler. Soon, the land was divided into land given to Germany and land technically still Poland, but under German control. You can see this here on the map on page 60. That darker shading represents a part of Poland that technically had its own government, but it was a puppet government. Germany was controlling it. This is Poland near the border of Czechoslovakia. I don't know if this is where Władek was fighting, but it was probably a similar terrain. Things were bad in Europe and getting worse in Poland. German-controlled territories did everything they could to get Jews out. And in a sense, Hitler was fighting two battles. One was to take over territory, but the other was to get rid of Jews, to eradicate them from the world. In this photo, you can see a young couple being publicly shamed, a quote-unquote mixed couple. His sign says, "I am a Jew boy who only takes German girls up to my room," and hers says, "I am the biggest swine or pig or whore in town and only go with Jews." This sign reads, "Germans, attention, this shop is owned by Jews. Jews damage the German economy and pay their German employees starvation wages. The main owner is the Jew, Nathan Schmidt." And here we can see what happened to Polish resistors who tried to fight against the Nazis. So to make a long story short, Władek is drafted into the Polish army, is captured, and is sent to a camp in Nuremberg, which is in Germany, a long ways from home. Eventually, he makes it back to Poland, but they don't send him to his town of Sosnowiec. They send him to Lublin, which is a long way past Sosnowiec. And you can see here in this map the distance from Nuremberg to Lublin, and then where that is in relationship to his hometown, Sosnowiec. The end of chapter 3, Władek makes it back here to Sosnowiec, where things have changed. There's now a curfew for Jews, but they're happy and they're together as a family. It's important to remember that the Holocaust happened gradually. It started with things like curfews and then laws against Jews, eventually moving all the Jews into ghettos, and then finally concentration camps and mass killings. If they had known from the start what was going to happen, of course, they would have gotten out of there as quickly as possible.